Hi, everybody. This is Bill with NotaryCoach.com, and I just wanted to kind of share with you one of, I think, what has been, it's a secret that I think has attributed to a large amount of my success because I spend so much time in the car as a mobile notary and signing agent. So I just kind of want to share with you a little bit about what I've done and what you can do to maximize your time. And that's something I call Auto University. It goes by a lot of other names. Obviously, this is not an original idea. Lots of people do this. And you, as a mobile notary and signing agent for the mortgage industry, you kind of have a unique situation because you're in the car a lot more than the average person. In fact, like 10 times more. According to the US Census Bureau, the average American spends about 24 minutes in the car for their commute. As a hustling mobile notary and signing agent, that could be up to 4 hours or 240 minutes. So that's a significant increase. So, what you do with that time can really make a difference in your life and in your business. And I'm going to kind of share with you why I think or what kind of tools you can use to maximize your time in your vehicle and grow your business and grow yourself as a person. That could lead up to 10 times the amount of revenue for you and your business. So, some of the things that you could be doing while you're sitting in the car for that time, you could obviously do what the majority of Americans do while they're in their vehicle, and that's listen to music. You could catch up on phone calls. You could sit in silence. You can listen to audiobooks. And then, of course, you could listen to podcasts, TED Talks, lectures, and courses. So let's look at those things real quickly. If you were to listen to music, there's obviously, I'm not advocating against this. It's really nice to kind of just relax, get in the groove, maybe help get you in the right mindset. If you're going to listen to music, here's my suggestion for you. Listen to something without advertisements, if that's at all possible, and avoid news and current events. That can be a real downer to your subconscious and your psyche. Just trust me on that one. Now, one of the other things you can do is you can catch up on phone calls. Um, Hopefully, not with the technology you see here. But if you're going to catch up on phone calls, which I often do as well, I might recommend that you not chit chat or gossip, not that type of phone calls. You want to keep the phone calls productive and task oriented. And then, if you can, just use the car time for the return calls only. Maybe that's from clients, potential clients, whatever it might be. You can also drive in silence. And this can be powerful as well. And this is one of my great joys. And I do my best thinking in the car. I get ideas, I process information. So there's nothing wrong with this. What I would encourage you to do if you're going to do this one, and sorry if that cut off there, but you want to stay completely present in the moment. Enjoy, feel that steering wheel on your hands. Notice where you're driving and why. The other cars around you, obviously, you want to stay completely safe in this. That is the caveat I'll throw in there. No matter which option you choose here, you want to stay safe and present and observe what's going on around you. I also encourage this time for productive dreaming and visioning. This is where you maybe think about where you want your life to go, where you want your business to go, different ideas and things like that. Another huge one here is listening to books, books on tape or audiobooks, however you might reference it. Again, what I might recommend is that you stick to nonfiction books with a focus on personal development, business development, skill building, and communication. The fourth option here is listening to different courses, lectures, and podcasts. There's a lot of options out there right now. This is an amazing time to be in business. Some of my favorites are the great courses, which are now available on Audible. They also have their own app, so you can learn all kinds of things all about the world. And on Stitcher, Stitcher's a company that kind of brings together different podcasts so you can organize it into entrepreneurialism, sales, marketing, whatever it is. And then there are some rankings in there too, so you can see what the most popular ones are. That's all available as an app on your phone as well. So that makes listening to podcasts very easy. And then, of course, TED Talks are extremely powerful. And I highly recommend you take a look at that. They do have an app as well, so you can just listen And if you have Bluetooth, you can sync that right to the radio in your car, or if you prefer, just use a headset. So why does this matter? Why focus? Why even put together a video about why this is so important? So I want to kind of share and kind of break this down for you and why it's so important as a mobile notary and signing agent to do that. So let's look again at this commute time. You've got 200, possibly 240 minutes a day, but you're thinking, how am I going to spend 240 minutes in a day? Well, let me break it down for you in the numbers. Because in my Sign and Thrive mobile notary training course, it's designed to get you to that six-figure level. So let's just look at the very minimum six-figure number available. That's $100,000. So if you want to make $100,000 per year, let's reverse engineer that and see exactly what your day is going to look like. $100,000 divided by an average signing fee of about $100. That's kind of the national industry standard there. So that breaks down to 1,000 signings per year divided by 50 work weeks. Let's just assume you take a 2-week vacation, even when you're self-employed. That's 20 signings per week divided by 5 days per work week. That's going to equal 4 signings per day. That's it. So you get 4 signings per day, making $100 on average signing fee. That'll be $100,000 a year. So let's look at those 4 signings per day. So you've got, let's just assume it's 30 minutes to the signing and 30 minutes back. So that's a 1 hour round trip per signing. That's 4 hours of listening time per day when you're hitting that goal. So 4 hours per day times 5 days a week. We're going to work our way back up now. That's 20 hours per week. 20 times 50 weeks. That's 1,000 hours per year. That's 1,000 hours to listen to audiobooks. So if you took just the average 5-hour average length of an audiobook, that's 200 books per year. Now, a typical university has an average of 50 classes that you'll have to take in order to earn your bachelor's degree. Now, of those classes, most of them require that you read at least 4 books for that class. That's 200 books required to get a 4-year bachelor's degree. Now, here's what's cool. The opportunity you have as a mobile notary and signing agent, where you have those 4 hours a day, you can read up to 200 books in a single year. So you can get almost the equivalent of a 4-year college degree, the same reading material that it takes to do in 4 years, you can do in 1 year. Now, I'm not necessarily advocating that many books. There's a few different approaches to this. But one of the huge benefits is that you get super focused study. So you can learn what you want or you need to learn for your business. You can avoid all the classes or books that don't really serve you. You can focus on building skill sets and improving your communication, specializing, working on sales and marketing, legal, finance, industry history, anything you want, you can focus on because you have total control over this. So I know what you're thinking. Wow, 200 books a year, 4 hours a day. Maybe that's not realistic for you. That's totally understandable. But what if you only hit 25% of that goal? That's 50 books a year. 50 more books than you would normally read on any particular topic is going to make you an expert. All of that knowledge makes no difference at all if you don't implement it. So one of the crucial parts of this is you want to focus on quality over quantity. And I know the example that I'm showing you here is 200 books a year, which is awesome, but none of it matters if you don't actually take the time to implement it into daily steps and habits and become a master at whatever it is that you need to take away. What I find is that when I'm reading or listening to books, there's usually 1 or 2 major concepts that I can apply right away. And that's where I implement. And that's where the real power of this whole thing comes from. So to get you started, this was really difficult for me because there's so many great books out there. So I don't want you to think for 1 second that this is a comprehensive list, but this is a good place to start. For business development, highly recommend Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. Amazing book on branding yourself. Then Grant Cardone came out with a 10X rule. Highly recommend it. Personal development. This one's huge, huge category, obviously. I put The Power of Now in there by Eckhart Tolle because that really helps with staying in the present moment. That helps, obviously, when you're driving, but then also when you're doing a signing as a mobile notary and signing agent. Staying present in the moment will help you not miss signatures, initials, and dates on your paperwork. Then also Brendan Burchard, awesome. Highly recommend you follow him as well. His Motivation Manifesto is an amazing book that'll keep you fired up when you wake up in the morning. In our lifestyle section, I highly recommend the 4 Hour Work Week. This is all about designing your dream life by Tim Ferriss. And then, of course, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. This book literally changed my life. My mornings are my most powerful time, and I highly recommend you take a look at that. Under Health and Wellness, another one that has changed my life, How Not to Die. That will change the way you eat forever, and especially when you're on the road, that makes a huge difference. Under Money and Finance, I highly recommend Tony Robbins' Money, Master the Game, and Unshakable. They're closely linked, almost the exact same book. The shorter one is Unshakable. If that's what you want to listen to, go for it. And of course, the classic Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that will change the way you think about um, finances forever. If you're ever looking for other examples or topics, I highly recommend you take a look over here at the VIA Institute. They have what they call their character test. It's absolutely free to take, and what it does is it ranks the characters. I believe there's 26 different characters that they advocate are part of everybody. Everybody has them. Some are stronger, some are weaker, and it will rank that for you and send it to you in a PDF. So what I do is I take those and then I find books on those particular topics that I either want to enhance or build upon. And then that's how I pick some of my books. That's one suggestion for you. All right, guys, I hope, if nothing else, all you take away from this is that your drive time can be an extremely powerful time. And if you use that for personal development and growth, it will help you and your business by at least 10 times. All right, my name is Bill Soroka. I'm with NotaryCoach.com. Thank you for listening and have a good day.